Hey guys, Herobrine here, and the thought I might want to make possibly this is probably going to be split into two parts, but I feel like I want to make this video uh, to really talk about this whole criminals cannot be forgiven term. Now, before I say anything, no, this has nothing to do with Laporte 124. Like I said in my community post, I just don't want anything to do with that situation anymore, or for now at least. But with the hate base getting more toxic every day, I'm starting to question if that term really has to be a good excuse. Because, again, like I said in the community post before, with this whole cancel culture stuff that's going on in 2020, and with this whole coronavirus situation, because we all have to resort to being isolated at home, being online, it's affecting our mental health. But the biggest challenge for us as well is the fact that some people commit crimes on the internet and they're not forgiven to it. I've seen murderers in real life being forgiven by people. You're saying that people do less messed up crap than murdering someone is not forgivable. Sure, doxing cannot be forgivable. Uh, Leaking someone's email is unforgivable. But what I don't get here is why has why do we have to not forgive criminals? This is obviously just this is just I find it as just a pathetic reason to still attack someone. Even if what Blue even though what Blue said, she did have some good points that criminals are just criminals, but at the same time we need to learn to forgive and forget. Whatever happened to forgiveness? Forgetting? Because sure, she had some points about her video, but it doesn't excuse the fact that people are going to be people are going to be tending to use that term and actually abuse it into sending people death threats. Like Sheely Bain just made a video that said Laporte 124 must die. I know I said I wouldn't talk about him again, but I need to mention him only for this video, for this this possible two-parter. But saying that a criminal must die is just a death threat. You're basically sending someone a death threat. That is why that term should have not existed in the first place. Whoever's idea was to advise people not to forgive criminals, you're an idiot. Because, again, we have the right for opinions, but we take our opinions way to the extreme. Right now, everyone's been taking Laporte 24 like he's worse than Hitler, or Satan to be more that better. I shouldn't be saying this, but and again, if you hate Laporte 24, I can handle your opinion. If you like Laporte 24, I can handle your opinion. I'm just neutral on him. I don't care for Laporte anymore. I'm this whole drama is just bloody useless. It's just pointless. I started a pointless war because I said something on Dante's stream. I should have been one getting the hate base because I was the one who mentioned it. Blue should have been mad at me for even mentioning it, but she forgave me when I apologized for making her mad, and honestly, I just wish I didn't mention Laporte in Dante's stream. That was just stupid of me to actually say it. Now, you may be thinking I sound like I'm in denial here, but I'm not. I'm just getting concerned about this whole situation. This whole Laporte 124 situation has gotten even worse than last time. I take it. It's all because of Blue. Blue decided to reignite the drama. I also blame myself for reigniting the drama. I blame myself for my role. But just to simply not forgive someone just because of their past crime, you're just basically going to escalate things even further. After all, some of the people within the hate base are going to tend to cyberbully the crap out of people. And if you read some news articles or at least watch the news, you may see several of instances where people actually committed suicide from cyberbullying. Someone actually committed suicide because someone got filmed in the bathroom. Like, what type of sick crap would do that? What type of sick person would do that? That can be unforgivable. Having someone commit suicide is unforgivable. And I feel like that if Laporte-124 ends up killing himself from this hate base, I feel like his death should be on my hands, because again, I was the one who accidentally cancelled him. I didn't want to end up doing that to him. I really didn't. I didn't expect him to, like, get the hate base again for no apparent reason, all because a 13-year-old girl manipulated people. Well, not really manipulate, that is just stupid of me to say that, but tell people that criminals can't be trusted. You know what? When me and Poe was getting hate, I was preventing the drama, and you know what Blue said? She just wants to keep the drama going, and my mom has actually told me this morning. That all what 13-year-old girls just want is drama. That's all they want. This whole drama is just utterly BS. It shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have existed. Laporte shouldn't have done what he's done unless it's, again, another user that may have been disguising him. But at the same time, what was the point in this whole drama just still happening today? What is the point in ever trusting someone who just... What's the point ever trusting anybody, actually? That's the question here. If we can't trust a single person, then we obviously just cannot trust each other, I believe. Because we end up doing something pretty messed up. I did something messed up back in 2018, which was bashing opinions, and that's not really as messed up as doxing people or sending photos of their private areas. But what I'm saying here is that term, criminals cannot be trusted. You say that, but all that leads is just even more cyberbullying on the internet. Sure, puppet accounts should have not happened and should never exist. But sometimes you just can't point the finger at people. Sometimes people jump to conclusions without any reason. People being accused of being a criminal 4 months later, it just doesn't add up. People tend to redeem themselves. And if people can redeem themselves and actually show they can be trusted, then we should just put the past behind us. Again, it was my fault I mentioned it in the first place and got Laporte hate. I just don't want this. I just didn't want this whole situation to escalate into a whole nother matter for me to deal with. That's why I pulled out of the Laporte drama, because I don't want anything to do with it. But I'm still gonna have to talk about it just for this video. If I haven't really... Oh my god, done. If I haven't, like, said anything about Laporte, I feel like Blue would have not made the response. I feel like I wouldn't have had to talk about it. But I had to talk about it because we need to reflect. We all need to reflect on our actions and understand what we did was wrong. But if someone apologizes, feel free to choose to accept it or not. Some criminals change. And usually this hate base is just born by a bunch of little children on the internet. These children have just no idea about the whole situation here. Like, any teenagers that are part of the hate base, I can respect you, but takenly, even if a criminal should not be trusted or supported, it can be redeemed either way. I don't care what Blue says.